Hello and welcome to the pulling conversion data from analytics into AdWords video. In this video I'll be walking you through how to pull important action-based goals into AdWords for easier day-to-day management and maintenance. It's great to analyse data in detail within analytics, but by pulling through your most important conversions into AdWords, it helps greatly with regards to an overview of what's working and what's not from within AdWords itself. Okay, let's get straight into the content and we'll go into a live example. So as said, the reason for pulling through conversion data into AdWords is because it's a lot quicker and easier to analyse the data than make decisions on that data. So you don't have to keep jumping back between AdWords and analytics when focusing on your core conversions. You can also access other metrics such as bounce rate and average visit duration, which gives you another dimension on your reporting. So if you can see that there's a good average visit duration for a particular keyword, but it didn't appear to be converting, you might want to take a view on that, because if it's getting good engagement levels, it may be feeding other terms. All of this data helps you to make the best decisions possible. Now, there is a way to set up goals within AdWords itself, but it requires an individual tag that needs placing on the website, and you will have to do this for each goal you create, so it's unnecessarily messy when compared to linking straight through from analytics. That means that you don't have to remember where each tag has been placed, because you only have one tag, which is the analytics tag in your website. In AdWords, once you've set up the goal, it will have a certain status. No recent conversions means there has been no conversions within the 30-day window. However, it means that there has been some activity in the past. So first we want to establish the link. To be able to do this, we need to have linked AdWords and analytics, as we done in our earlier video. Within AdWords, we go to the cog in the top right corner, then account settings, then preferences. If the auto tagging option for tracking is set to no, then we must change it to yes. Next, on the left hand side, we want to go to linked accounts, then Google Analytics. There's a plus symbol next to the account name, and then another one next to the profile. If you select the profile that you want to bring your goals from, then click the add, then save button, and then yes, I understand, if you're comfortable with the conditions. Next, we want to link the conversion, so we go to Tools in the top navigation, then to Conversions, click on Google Analytics from the left hand side navigation. At this point, we select the goal conversions that we wish to pull through and select the value, count, conversion window, category and optimization options on the next step. A good point to make here is, if you are tracking intent-based goals through analytics, then that's absolutely fine. They are a good form of measurement. But for AdWords, you want to be pulling through action-based goals only, where you have actually received something in return. Maybe that's an opt-in or contact form complete, as an example. Okay, let's go straight to the live example. Okay, so we now want to go to the cog in the top right hand corner and account settings. We first want to check that auto tagging is in place, which it is. Then we go to linked accounts, then to Google Analytics, and it can see our web property there, so we click the box here to the left, and then again to the actual web property itself, because you may have more than one analytical profile within one account, and then you click add on that particular profile. So that's now selected. Then we go to save, and then yes, I understand. Now we want to go to Tools and Conversions. We want to go to Google Analytics, and this will show the goals that we have set up within analytics. It's important to note at this point you will probably have a handful of goals to choose from. So that might be a homepage form complete, it might be a brochure download as an example. Our direct mail opt-in probably isn't actually the best example of a goal because we don't actually expect them to be coming through from AdWords traffic, but I'll continue to use it for example purposes. So we will click that and then continue. At the moment there is no value assigned, just simply because it is just an opt-in. With regards to the count of conversions, you can either count all, being that if they opt in multiple times it counts that as multiple conversions, or you can count it as unique, which means once they have opted in, it won't count them if they continue to do so. Now we set ours as unique simply because we know that the thank you page that's being tracked here isn't going to be used by any other form that we have on our website. So we only want to know about unique sign-ups via that form. If we were using the same thank you page for a opt-in on the home page and an opt-in on another page as an example, then we would want to count all, because they may be opting in at various points, and that will give us an idea as to what is of interest to them. But you should have a individual thank you page for each form complete wherever possible. The conversion window is the amount of time that can elapse after the click through AdWords. So it would be reasonable to expect someone to convert within a 30-day period of first clicking your ad. You can change this however, but we tend to stick at 30 days. These are your options here in terms of how long you would like your conversion window to be. In the category, you can select what type of goal it is, so we'll go for lead, and with optimization we will leave as is, and we can always manually change that at another time. This basically allows for a bid optimization that Google can carry out automatically on your behalf, which you may want to start experimenting with as your account starts to gather momentum. So we'll import goals, and it's now imported. So we close that. Now right here it will say no recent conversions. That's because we've just set it up. But once the goal starts triggering, data will be pulled through into AdWords, and you can therefore work out how many conversions you've had, what campaigns and keywords they have come from, and also importantly your cost per conversion. And this is all within the AdWords platform itself, so you don't have to keep skipping between AdWords and analytics quite so frequently.